Dear students, welcome back. In the previous lecture, we started a new topic, that is understanding quadrilaterals. I told you about the polygons, types of polygons, and I told you that the sum of all the interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360, and I told you how to obtain it. Now we are going to do few questions based on these facts that I have told you earlier. So pay attention. The first question: ABCD is a quadrilateral. This angle A is given 130 degree, angle B is given 120 degree, angle C is given X, and angle D is given 50 degree. And now you have to find the value of X. Now in the previous lecture I told you that sum of all the four angles of a quadrilateral is 360. That is called the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360. The reason you can write angle sum property of a quadrilateral. So angle A is 130 plus 120 plus X plus 50 is equal to 360. Now 130 plus 120 is 250. 250 plus 50 is 300. So 300 plus X is equal to 360. So X will be equal to 360 minus 300. That is equal to 60 degree, and that is your answer. The value of X will be 60 degree. Clear? Now we will do one more question. You can see ABCD is a pentagon here, and the line CD is extended on both sides, and this angle is given 70 degree, this angle is given 60 degree, this angle is given 30 degree, and both angle B and E are X degree. And once again you have to find the value of X. You have to find the value of X. Now first of all, angle, you can see angle BCD plus angle BCP is equal to 180. Angle BCD means this angle, and angle BCP, this angle, their sum is 180 because they are forming a linear pair. So in reason you will write linear pair. Okay, and now you can see they have given that angle BCP is 70. So angle BCD plus 70 is equal to 180. So angle BCD is equal to 180 minus 70. So angle BCD is equal to 110. So we found that this angle is 110. Okay. Now angle EDC, and plus EDQ plus angle EDQ is again 180. Same reason, because they are also forming a linear pair. EDC means this angle, and EDQ 60 degree, and their sum should be equal to 180 because they are also forming a linear pair. So it's a linear pair. Now angle EDC we have to find, but angle EDQ is 60. So you can see angle EDC will be equal to 180 minus 60, that is 120 degree. So we have found that this angle is 120 degree. Okay, now as I told you that ABCDE is a pentagon. So the sum of all the angles of a pentagon, all the interior angles, sum of all the interior angles of a pentagon is equal to, you know the formula, I told you the formula, n minus 2 into 180, here n is 5, so 5 minus 2 into 180, and now 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 into 180 is 540. So sum of all the interior angles of a pentagon is 540, that is angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D plus angle E will be equal to, is equal to 540. Now, angle A is actually 30, angle B is X, angle C we have found 110, angle D we have found 120, and angle E is X again, is equal to 540. Now you see, 120 plus 110 will be 230, 230 plus 30 will be 260. So 260 plus X is 2X is equal to 540. Okay, so if you shift 260 to this that side, 2X is equal to 540 minus 260 will be 280. It is 280. Clear? Yes, it is 280. So X will be equal to 280 upon 2, that is equal to 140 degree, and that is your answer. X is 140 degree. So the value of X will be 140. Okay? Now we will do the next question. In the next question, there is a triangle, say ABC. Okay, this angle they have given 90 degree. This angle is given 30 degree. This is X. This is Z. And this angle is given Y. Now find X plus Y plus Z. You have to find the value of X plus Y plus Z. So first of all, you see X plus 90 is equal to 180. What is the reason? Because they are forming a linear pair. Linear pair. So that means X will be equal to 180 minus 90. Okay? X is equal to 180 minus 90. Now, that is 90 degree. Now, Z plus 30. Again 180. Same reason, because they are forming a linear pair. Okay, so Z will be equal to 180 minus 30, that is equal to 150 degree. So we have found X and Z. Now you know that in a triangle, any exterior angle is equal to sum of the opposite interior angles. In that way, Y will be equal to 90 plus 30. Reason you write, exterior angle property in a triangle. Exterior angle property in a triangle. So y is equal to 120 degree. Now we have to find x plus y plus z. We have separately found x, y and z. So x plus y plus z will be equal to 90 plus 120 plus 150. When you add 120 plus 90 gives you 210. 210 and 150 gives you 360. So you can see the sum is 360. Although if you remember in the previous lecture I told you in any polygon the sum of exterior angles is always equal to 360. So you can see these three angles XYZ are the exterior angles. So their sum has to be 360 degree. And by calculation also we are getting the same answer. The sum x plus y plus z is equal to 360 degree. Clear? Now after doing this question, I tell you something about types of quadrilaterals. Now we will study about few quadrilaterals. Types of quadrilaterals. So first of all, there can be many quadrilaterals, but few of them are specially named on their specific properties. The first one is a square. Then second one is a rectangle. The third one is a parallelogram. The fourth one is a rhombus. The fifth one is a trapezium. And the sixth one is a kite. Okay. So square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium and kite. Mainly these quadrilaterals, special quadrilaterals we are going to study. So we'll start with a parallelogram. We'll start with a parallelogram. This is the diagram of a parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. So there are few properties of parallelogram. First property, opposite sides are parallel. So you know a quadrilateral will be called a parallelogram if the opposite sides are parallel, means AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC. AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC. If the opposite sides are parallel, then it is called a parallelogram. The second property, opposite sides are equal. So in a parallelogram, this side is equal to this side and this side is equal to this side. Opposite sides are equal, lengthwise. So opposite sides are equal in a parallelogram. Clear? Third property, if this angle is x, then this angle is also x, means opposite angles are equal. Similarly, if this angle is y, then this angle is also y. So the property is opposite angles are equal. So these properties are very important, so you have to remember them. The opposite angles are equal. If this angle is x, then that angle is also x. If this angle is y, then this angle is also y. So the opposite angles are equal. Now the fourth property, as these two sides are parallel and it is a transversal, so these angles are called co-interior angles, and the sum of co-interior angles is always 180, means x plus y will be equal to 180, means the adjacent angles are supplementary. Here sum will be 180, this plus this is 180, this plus this is 180, so adjacent angles are supplementary. Okay, so the adjacent angles are supplementary. These are the properties of side. These are the properties of angles. Adjacent angles are supplementary. Now the next property you see, if I draw the diagonals, it's very clear that the diagonals are not equal in length. AC is longer, BD is shorter, so the diagonals are not equal in length. Diagonals are not equal in length. Diagonals are not equal in length, but the diagonals bisect each other, means this is the midpoint of both the diagonals. This side will be equal to this side and this side will be equal to this side. So diagonals bisect each other. The sixth property is diagonals bisect each other. Few more properties are there of a parallelogram. Seventh property, diagonals do not meet at right angles. The diagonals do not meet at right angles, means here the angle between the two diagonals is not equal to 90 degrees. The diagonals do not meet at right angles. Clear? Next, if you look at this diagonal, this angle will not be equal to this angle. Similarly, if you look at this diagonal, this angle and this angle, they are not equal. So diagonals do not bisect the vertex angle. Diagonals do not bisect the vertex angles. So these are few properties of a parallelogram which you must know, you must just remember them, because today itself we are going to do few questions in which these properties will be used. Okay? find the perimeter of the parallelogram ABCD. Now the parallelogram is given here like this. Okay, and they have given that length of AB is 12 centimeter and length of BC is 7 centimeter. Now see, I told you a property of parallelogram that in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. That means we can say DC is equal to AB is equal to 12 centimeter. Similarly, AD is equal to BC is equal to 7 centimeter. The reason you write opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Now we have to find the perimeter, that is equal to 12 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7, because you know that perimeter of any figure means length of the boundary, length of sum of length of all sides, means 38 centimeter will be the perimeter. That is the perimeter. Clear? Now the next question. Once again, ABCD is a parallelogram. And it is given that angle A is X, angle C is 100, angle B is Z, and this angle is Y. And now using that diagram, using the properties of parallelogram, you have to find the value of X, Y and Z. Now you can see, first of all you write X is equal to 100 degree. Reason, opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So this angle and this angle, they are the opposite angles. So their sum has to be, they must be equal. So X is equal to 100. Reason, opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Now 100 plus Z is equal to 180. What is the reason? Adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Okay, that means Z will be equal to 180 minus 100, that is 80 degrees. So you can see we have found X and Z. Now you see from this diagram Y plus Z is equal to 180. What is the reason why Y plus Z is equal to 180? Correct, because they are forming a linear pair. Y plus Z is equal to 180 degree because they are forming linear pair. Okay, now Z we have already found 80. So Y plus 80 is equal to 180. That means Y will be equal to 180 minus 80. that is equal to 100 degrees. So we have found x is equal to 100, y is equal to 100 and z is equal to 80 degree. X is equal to 100 degree, y is equal to 100 degree and z is equal to 80 degree. That is your answer. Clear? Okay. Now we'll do the next question. In the next question, there is a parallelogram HELP. HELP is a parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel. The diagonal HL and PE, they meet at point O. Now it is given that OE is equal to 4 centimeter. OE is 4 centimeter. HL is 5 centimeter more than PE. HL is 5 centimeter more than PE. Find OH. You have to find OH. It is given that OE is 4 centimeter. HL is 5 centimeter more than PE. Then you have to find OH. Now you see, first of all, PE is equal to 2 times OE. Now what is the reason? Because O is the midpoint of PE, as the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. This is the short form of writing a parallelogram. Draw two parallel lines and then GM. This is the short form of writing parallelogram. So diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Therefore, PE will be equal to 2 times OE. That is 2 into 4 is equal to 8 centimeter. Okay. Now they are saying HL is 5 centimeter more than PE. So HL will be equal to 8 plus 5 is equal to 13 centimeter. HL will be 13 centimeter. Now OH is equal to HL upon 2. Once again the same reason, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Now HL we have already calculated 13. 13 upon 2, that is 6.5 centimeter is your answer. So we have found that length of OH is 6.5 centimeter. Clear? Now we will do the next question. ABCD is a parallelogram like this, and the diagonals BD and AC, they meet at point O. They meet at point O. Now this angle they have given Y, this angle they have given X, this angle they have given 30 degree, this angle they have given 90, and this angle they have given Z. Now using this diagram and the properties of a parallelogram, you have to find the value of X, Y and Z. So first of all, you see X is equal to 90 degrees. Reason? They are vertically opposite. You see, these two angles are vertically opposite, and you know that vertically opposite angles are always equal. So X will be equal to 90 degree. Reason? Vertically opposite angles. Now in triangle BOC, X plus Y plus 30 is equal to 180 degree. Reason? That is the angle sum property of a triangle. X plus Y plus 30 is equal to 180. That is the angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property of a triangle. Okay, now X we have already calculated 90, so 90 plus Y plus 30 is equal to 180, so Y plus 120 is equal to 180, so Y is equal to 180 minus 120, that is 60 degree. So we have found that the value of Y is 60 degree. Clear? So the value of X was 90 and the value of Y is 60 degree. Now as BC and AD are parallel and BD is a transversal, so Y and Z are alternate angles, so they must be equal. So you simply write Z is equal to Y is equal to 60 degree. Reason? Alternate angles. Alternate angles. Z is equal to Y is equal to 60 degrees because they are alternate angles. So we have found X is equal to 90, Y is equal to 60 and Z is also equal to 60 degrees. And that is our answer. Clear? So the next question. ABCD is a parallelogram and AC is a diagonal. Now it is given that this angle is X, this angle is Y, this angle is 40 degrees, this angle is Z, and this angle is 112. And now using the properties of a parallelogram, you have to find the value of X, Y and Z. So first of all you write Y is equal to 112. Why? Because the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So y is equal to 112. Reason you write opposite angles of a parallelogram. Now in triangle ADC, x plus y plus 40 is equal to 180. That is the angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property. Angle sum property of a triangle. Now x plus y we have already found 112 plus 40 is equal to 180. So x will be equal to 180 minus 40 will be 140. 140 minus 112 will be 28. So the value of x is 28. Is it clear? The value of x is 28. Now, as AB and DC are parallel and AC is a transversal, so x and z are alternate angles, and you know that alternate angles are always equal. So you can simply write z is equal to x is equal to 28. Reason alternate angles. That means we have found that x is equal to 28 degree, y is equal to 112 degree, and z is equal to 28 degree again. That is your answer. X 28, y 112, and z 28. Okay, clear? Okay, so we'll do the next question. And the next question is, there is a parallelogram ABCD, opposite sides parallel. Now length of this side is given 3x, length of this side is given 18, length of this side is given 26, and this is given 3y minus 1. Now using the properties of a parallelogram, you have to find the value of x and y. So what we do, you first of all you write AD is equal to BC. Reason opposite sides of a parallelogram. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal, so AD is equal to BC. Now AD is 3x, BC is 18. So x will be equal to 18 by 3, that is 6. Okay, so we have found x is equal to 6. Now you write AB is equal to DC. Once again the same reason, opposite sides of a parallelogram. So AB is 3y minus 1 and DC is 26. So 3y is equal to 27. So y is equal to 27 upon 3, that is 9. Okay, so value of y will be 9. The value of y we have found 9. Clear? Now we will do the next question. ABCD is a parallelogram and AC and BD are the diagonals. Now the two diagonals they meet at point O. Now it is given length AO is 16 cm, length OD is 20 cm, length OC is x plus y and length OB is y plus 7. Now with the properties of a parallelogram, you have to find the value of x and y. So first of all, you write OB is equal to OD. Reason: diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Now length of OB is given y plus 7 and length of OD is 20. So y is equal to 20 minus 7, that is equal to 13 centimeters. So we have found the value of y is 13. Now you write OA is equal to OC. Same reason, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other and OA is given 16 and OC is x plus y. Y we have already found, that is 13. So x will be equal to 16 minus 13, that is equal to 3 centimeter. So you see we have found x is equal to 3 centimeter, y is equal to 13 centimeter, and that is your answer. Okay. So today I told you about few properties of parallelogram and we use those properties to solve few questions. So in the next lecture I will tell you about other quadrilaterals, the properties of other quadrilaterals, and we will do few more questions. Do all the sums given in your assignments as well as in your textbook.